In this video, I'm going to go through on Stella High School Primary Preliminary Examination, Primary 6 Mathematics, Paper 1. So let's get started. Okay, question 1. It says here, in which of the following numbers does the digit 5 appear in the 10,000 place? So 10,000 is this 10,000 place, right? So that means 5 should be at this 5 x dot xxx, right? So over here, which one do you think that the 5 appear in a 10,000 place? Right here, this is 100,000. So 100,000 place, which is a plex place, right? Or this is tens place, right? Tens place. And then this one is hundreds place, right? 100, give me the hundreds, give me the hundreds please. This is the 10,000 place, so 10,000 place. So therefore the answer is option number 4 over here. There you go. All right, let's move on to the next question. Question number 2. Which of the following fraction is equal to 5 6 out of 7? So this one, if you want to convert to improper fraction, it will then become 5 times 7 plus 6 over 7. Okay, so if you were to calculate this, right, so this will then become 35, 5 times 7, 35 plus 6, right, over 7. Okay, and that means this will become 41. Okay, 41 over 7. Okay, so which one is 41 over 7? Option number 4 in this case over here. All right, so option number 4 is the answer to question number 2. Let's move to question number 3. What is the likely length of a public bus? Okay, so in this case over here, 1.2 cm, probably not. This is like smaller than your fingernail, right? 1.2 cm. This one. So nope. Okay, 12 meters, right? So 12 meters, maybe, right? Because for example, if I were to draw like a little stick figure over here, right? Okay, and you are probably maybe around 1.2 meters. Okay, you probably, like if I were to group this and rotate you, right? Roughly around 10 of you, right? Something like this. Okay, so if you are able to be as big as the door is actually pretty small, so smaller like this. We squeezed. So this is roughly your height, maybe 1.4 meters, right? Something like this. And then if I were to just multiply this, so roughly around 10 of you, right? Something like this. Okay. So that means you probably be around 12 meters. Okay. So there you go, 12 meters, right? So it's like, this is the height, your height. Okay, so maybe x, I'll just put x lah, right? Let x be your height. Okay, and that's where it's like, which is example roughly around 1.4 meters, right, in this case. And then yeah, then you just multiply it lor. So tag xx, right? So it's roughly around 12 meters. Okay, there you go. So that's it. Okay, or 1.2 lah, right? Can be 1.2 also can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, yeah, roughly around 12 meters. Okay, so let's move on to, yeah, to the next question. Question number 4. So question number 4 says round 3.456 to 2 decimal place. So 2 decimal place digit before 2 decimal place is 6, which is 5 or more. So we round up, right? So that means 3.456. We will round up plus 1 to 5 over here. Okay, so that means this will then be 3.46. Okay, so there you go. So the answer is 3.46, which is option number 3. Okay, so let's move to question number 5. Okay, so it says here the diagram below, do not drawn to scale, shows the length of a pencil. So what's the length of a pencil? So halfway here is 1.5 centimeters. I'll just put 1.5 without the centimeters. So you got 1.5 over here because it's half, and here is 9.3. So this other one is 9.3. 9.3. So that means the length, pencil length is equal to 9.3 minus 1.5, which then becomes 7.8 centimeters. So that means it's option number 2 over here. Okay, so yep, let's move to the next question. Question number 6. Arrange the following lengths from shortest to longest. 10 meters, this one, and this one. So I think we can convert it to centimeters like this. Okay, so 10 meters, right? 10 meters equal to 10 times 100 equal to 1000 centimeters. Okay, so we know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. Okay, so 10 meters equal to 10 times 100. So this will then become, let's put here, right? So this will then become 1000 and 1000 plus 50, go 1050 centimeters in this case over here. There we go. So this is equal to this 1050 centimeters. Okay, so this, I'll just put here, make it smaller. Okay, hopefully we can see this. Yes, we can. Okay, let's move to 10.5. So this is equals to, like this is equal to 10 meters plus 0.05 meters. Okay, so we know 10 meters is 1000 centimeters. Okay, plus 0.05, so 0.005 is meters is equal to 0.05 times 100, which is equal to 5 centimeters. Okay, so this would then be 5 centimeters, which is equal to 10,000 0 no 1005 centimeters. Okay, so the answer to this is the longest is this. Longest is 1050. So shortest is this one, 10.5. So this is the shortest. So 10.5 meters is the shortest. So this one is option number 1. There you go. All right. Let's move on to the next question. All right, question 7. The figure below is made out of identical triangles. What percentage of the figure is shaded? So we can count the number of shaded triangles and the total triangles, right? So we have 1. So let's calculate, right? The 1. So calculate layer by layer, right? So this is first layer. Okay, and then this is, so I'm going to calculate like this, right? And then calculate like this. So this should be somewhat equal like this, right? We have this as well. And then let's do this as well. Okay, great. Okay, so I'm gonna draw the table really quickly. Okay, so from here we can get the first one, which is 1 shade total and 1 shaded, right? So we want that. Okay, so this will be 2 shaded but total 3. Okay, so this is 3. This would then be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So total will be 5. 5. Okay, let me make this a little bit smaller. Right, 5. And then shaded is 3. So I say over here. Okay, then this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So total is 7. I think we can get the pattern. 7. I'm assuming this is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Right, so this is 4. Okay, and then we have 5 over here. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5. And then this would then be 8. No. 13,579, right? 5 plus 4, 9. Okay, so now with this total is equal to 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9, which is equal to 10, 10, 25. And then shaded, total shaded is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 equal to, so this will be uh 5, 5, 5, 15. Okay, so yep, 15. So then percentage total shaded is equal to 15 out of 25, which is also equal to times 4, 60 out of 100, which means it's 60%. That's it. Okay, so yep. So the answer is option number 4. In this case over here. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Question number 8. Okay, in the diagram below, A, B, C, D, and E, F are straight lines. AB is parallel to CD. So this is parallel to CD. That's what I see over here. So which of the following is false? Okay, P plus Q is 180. So this is true. This is true. I'm going to put here true. Right, Q is equal to R. Q, nope. Q is not equal to R. Q is, wait, Q is equal to R. P is equal to S. P is correct. And then Q plus S is equal to 180, which is correct. So therefore the option, the wrong option is this one over here. So Q plus R, Q is not equal to R. So for option 2 is this one. Okay, there you go. So let me put this as red and this, put as green. All right. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So study the pie chart below and answer question 9 and 10. The pie chart shows the choice of favorite colors of group. Which is the least favorite color? Obviously, it's green. You can see it. Green, green, pass urine. Number 10. Okay, let's zoom out a bit. Which bar graph correctly shows the choices of students' favorite color? Okay, so we want to put over here. Okay, so biggest, so biggest to smallest. So this will be blue, and then red, yellow, and then green. Okay, so this is biggest to smallest. So I'm going to copy this and paste it here. Okay, biggest to smallest is blue, red, yellow, and green. Okay, so with that said, which is the biggest? We want blue. So blue looks like everything is the biggest. Okay, so which one is the smallest? Green. Green, 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 green. Okay, green is always the smallest. Right, and then red is the second biggest. Red, everything looks like red is the second biggest, but green and yellow looks the same, kind of. Right, so yellow must be bigger than green. Okay, yellow must be bigger than green. Green, yellow, yellow. So for this, number 4 is wrong. Right, so X this. So this one is not, because wait, sorry, green is this, right? X is this, right? Green cannot be equal to yellow, right? Unless I'm, yeah, so this one, unless being stated here. Okay, so we know that red is 1/4. So red is 1/4, right? Okay, so red is 1/4, blue is almost half, right? So in a way, red must be almost half of blue, right? So almost half of blue like this one. Okay, so we also know that red must be kind of, okay, and then let me write here. So number 1 is this. So number 1, biggest to smallest is blue, red. Number 2 is red is almost half of blue. Something like this, right? So blue is a bit more more than red in this case over here. Okay, red is almost half of blue. So if blue is less, so that means if blue is, yeah, I mean, you can see lah. So we go to blue over here. So red is 2, blue is 4.1, right? So red is like 2 units, blue is like 4 units plus, right? So this is okay. Red is 2 units, blue is 1, 2, 3, 3 units plus. So this one is wrong as well. Okay, so blue must be 2x of red. Okay, basically like this, right? Blue must be 2x of red. Okay, so this red is almost, so 2 units, but blue is 4 units. So this cannot be as well. Must be 2x and more of red. Blue must be 2x and more of red. So this is option number 1. Okay. Okay, in this case over here, right? Blue must be 2x more than red. Blue is 2x. All right. Let's move to the next question. Question number 11. Okay, which of the following expression is the greatest? Right, order of operations. So left to right, brackets. Okay, first is bracket, then second is multiply or divide. The last is subtract or add. Okay, so these are the operations. Okay, so from here we can just do this, right? 3 times 2 equal to 6. Right, so it's 4. So I'm going to highlight also which one we'll do first. 3 times 2 is 6. So 4 plus 6 minus 1, which is equal to 9. Okay, let's move to the next one. Right, so this one is first, so 2 minus 1. So that means, oops, this will be 4, equal to 4 plus 3 times 1. Okay, I'm going to highlight this again, which is basically 4 plus 3 is equal to 7. Okay, what about this? So, the 4 plus 3. Okay, so that means this is equal to 7 times 2 minus 1. Okay, so we need to highlight the 7 times 2. Right, that means it's 14 minus 1, this is 13. So this one, we have to 3 times 2 inside the brackets. So that means 4 plus 6, right? Brackets minus 1. So 4 plus 6 is 10, and then just 10 minus 1, right? 10 minus 1 equal to 9. So the answer is option number 3 in this case over here. Okay, 13 is the highest. So 11 is option number 3. Highest answer. All right, let's move on to the next question. Question number 12. Okay, so question 12. There were 60 blue chairs and 60 red chairs in the hall. More red chairs were added in the hall, and the percentage of red chairs increased to 60%. How many red chairs were there in the hall? So, at first, right, in this case, we have red, we have blue, and it's 60 to 60, right? 60, 60. That means red and blue, and total, all right, it's equal to, so 60 plus 60 is equal to 120, right? So red and blue is 20 first. So that means this is basically 1 is to 1 is to 2. Pretty straightforward, right? Nothing new. Okay, so this at first. Okay, so now you want in the end. So in the end, right, we have red and blue again, but this time red has become 60%. Okay, So 60%, that means blue is 40%. Okay. And then total will be 100%. So if you were to simplify this, right, this will then become uh, 6, 4 is to 10, right? Can simplify this again to be 3 is to 2 is to 5 in this over here. So we also know that blue stays constant, therefore make blue 2 as well. So that means, let me just put here, put a line instead, right? Okay, so that means this will then become 2 is to 2, wait, red, yeah, 2 is to 2 is to 4, right? So in the end, that means blue stays constant there. So we make blue 2, so we make blue 2, right? So yeah, yep, boop beep, right? Okay, so now that means difference is in units is equal to what is this different in units is different rate difference in units is 3 minus 2 is equal to 1 unit. So we know that 2 units over here, so this is 2 units, right? 2 units, 2 units, 4 units, right? Okay, and then this is also 3 units, 2 units, and 5 units as well. That's what I see over here. All right, so rate 2 units is equal to 60 rate chess, right? So and then rate difference 1 unit. Actually, no need 1 unit lah, to be honest. So we know the rate actually. So 2 units is basically 60. So 3 units, because how many chess in the end, right? 3 units equal to 60 divided by 2 times 3. So it's basically 90, right? There you go. So that's the answer, right? 90. And that's the answer, 90. Let's get it. All right. Okay. So, yep, that's it. Let's move on to the next question. Question 13. All right. So, question 13 says the figure below is made up of made up of a square and 4 identical semicircles. The parameter of the figure is 16 pi centimeter square. What's the parameter of the square? So we know that we have parameter. So these 4 semicircles is equal to 2 circles, right? Yeah. Yeah. So so yeah, that's pretty straightforward. Okay, so with that said, the parameter of the figure, so 1 circle parameter meter is equal to 2 pi r. So 2 pi r, or 2 times 2 pi r, 2 times radius times pi, or diameter times pi. So we also know that this 16 pi, right? So 16 pi is equal to 2 circle. So one circle is equal to 16 pi divided by 2. This will give us 8 pi. Okay, so now we know this one circle parameter is basically diameter, it's pi, so diameter times pi. Okay, now we just put yeah, 2 circle parameter, 1 circle parameter, okay, yeah, in this case. Okay, so 8 pi pi is equal to diameter times pi. So that means diameter is equal to 8 pi divided by pi. We cancel it out, it becomes 8 centimeters. Right, so now we know that diameter is 8 centimeters, right, in this case, over here. Okay, so then we can just find the length of the parameter of the, what do you call this, of the square. Okay, so just gonna put it here. So so diameter is equal to one side of square. So parameter of square is equal to 4 sides of square, which is equal to 4 times 8, equal to 32 centimeters. Okay, there you go. So that is the answer, 32 centimeters. Option number 3. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 14. The pattern below is made out of the letter H and PS. So MSHSP, MSHSP. Which letter is the 123rd position? So step 1, get repeating pattern, right? So repeating pattern is this over here, MSHSP, MSHSP. So this is the repeating pattern over here. Gonna put it like this. Okay, so then that means step 2. Okay, so repeating pattern is basically MSHSP, right? So step 2 is gets number the pattern. So MHXP is this. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and this is 5. Okay, last one. Step 3, divide position with last letter number. Okay, which is in this case 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3, and then we divide it by 5. Oops. Which is basically 1, 2, 3 divided by 5 is, I'm gonna put just 100 divided by, okay, one. I always just put 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Then we divide it by 5 in this case over here. So I'll just put 10 minus 10. This will give us 2. Oops, 2. And then this will then give us 23. Then we'll minus 20. This will give us 3. Okay, in this case over here, like this. Okay, so this 20 will be 4. Then remainder 3. Okay, in this case. Okay, and then last one, step 4. Right, gonna put it here. Okay, so step 4 will be remainder. Step 4 remainder is the position of letter, which is remainder 3 is equal to letter H. So the answer is option number 1. Okay, all right. Let's move on to the last question. I mean, not last, but the last question about MCQ. The shapes below are drawn on square grids. Doo-doo-doo. Which of the following statements is true? A and B has the same parameter. Nope. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is an X. Okay, so A has a parameter of 12, right? So B has 3 and 3. 3, actually, yeah, true. Yes, actually it is. Okay, because if I were to draw this out, with length, okay, so I will draw this out, okay, so like this, right? Because I have to push this to here, solid, then this to here, this to here, this to here. Okay, So that means, yeah, in this case over here, actually, yeah, this is a little bit confusing, but this is 3, this is 3. Okay, so yeah, option number 1 is correct. Oh, yes, so this is true. Parameter B is true. Okay, yes. Okay, so 3 is here, 3 is here. There you go. Right, so same goes to A as well. Right, like this. Okay, very good. 3, 3, 3. A and B have the same area. False. Nope. Because we have B has missing squares. B will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. B is 6 square area. A is 9 square area. Okay, so yeah, C and D have the same area. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, so 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is also nope. C has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So C is 6 also. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. D is 4 square area. Alright, so yes. Then C has a larger area than B. C is 6. No. C and B is same 6 square area. Right. So A, yep, has the same parameter lah. All right. Let's move on to the next question, which is booklet B, question 16. Right. Question 16 says write 5,000,000, 50,000, and 50 numerals. So 5, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This 5,000,000. 50,000 is 50,000 and 50 in numerals, right? Okay, so I'm gonna draw the workings. Okay, so it looks something like this. I draw a rectangle so it's easier to see. So this will be 0, 5. Sorry. 5, 0. Okay, and then it will be 5, 50,000 like this, right? And then lastly, we have 50 like this. So let me just put a comma so it's easier to see. So the answer is this 50 million, right? You can put comma 50,000, 5 million, sorry, 5 million, not 50 million, 5 million, correct? 50,000 and 50 like this. Okay, 50,000, 50, 1, 2, 3, yep. 5 million, 5. Oh, right. Sorry, correct. So 50. So 5 million, 50,000 and 50. Okay, that's what I see over here. So the comma shouldn't be after the 50. It should be like this, lah, right? I will just put like this. Okay, so 50, 50, 50. Yeah, there you go. Right, let's move to question 17. Find the area of right angle triangle below. Okay, so what's the base? Okay, the base is, what is the base? What do you think? Okay, the base is 60, right, centimeters, and then the height is height is 11 centimeters. So in this case, base and height must be perpendicular to each other. Okay, so in this case, with this area of triangle is equal to half times base times height is equal to half times what's base, 60, times height is 11. So half times 60 is 30 times 11, which is 330 centimeter square. Okay, there you go. So that's the answer, 330. Okay, let's move on to the next question. All right, question 18. So, sorry, this is question 18. All right, so find angle P. Right, so right angle is 90 degrees. So I see over here, make it big. So angle, all right, angle P is equal to 360 minus 90 minus 40. So 360 minus 90 is 270 minus 40. This will give you 230 degrees. Okay, there you go. So the answer is 230. All right, that's it. Let's move to the next question. Question 19. Okay, a movie started at 11:55 and ended at 14:28. What's the duration of the movie? Okay, so you can minus 1428, right? Minus okay lah. For me easier is 1150 to 1200 is equal to 10 minutes. 1200 to 1428 is equal to 2 hours and 28 minutes. So that means sorry, 1155 to 12 is 5 minutes. Okay, so total time duration equal to 5 minutes plus 2 hours 28 minutes is equal to 2 hours and 33 minutes. So there you go. So that's the answer. 2 hours and 33 minutes. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Question 20. Calculate the average of the following numbers. Okay, so average is equal to total divided by number of numbers. Okay, so that means let's get a total. Total is equal to 6 plus 7. So 7 plus 3 plus 0. This is not 3 plus 4. So 10, 10, 20. Okay, then number of numbers is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So average is equal to 20 divided by 5, 4. That's the answer. Okay, the answer is 4. All right, let's move to question 21. Okay, so the product of two whole numbers is 60. The sum of these two numbers is 19. What is the difference between the two numbers, right? So product of two whole numbers means xx times or a times b equal to 60, right? Okay, sum of two whole numbers means not sume, sum equal to a plus b equal to 19. All right, so from here what is the possible, right? So for 60, right, it can be 1 times 60, right? So possible product of two numbers, right? 1 times 60, 2 times 30, 3 times 20, 4 times 15, right? Okay, this is, I'm gonna write it like this, right? Okay, so 4 times 15, right? And then let's continue. 5 times 12, then 6 times 10, 7, 8, 8 cannot, 9, 10. Okay, then so this is the possible product two numbers. This one square, and then we're gonna do the other one. Okay, sum, possible sum of two numbers like this. So that means the times you plus, okay, equal to 61. So for this, let me just put here. Okay, so 61, this is an x, blah, right? 2 plus 30 is equal to 32, which is also wrong in this case over here. Okay, and then what about this? 3 plus, we need to get 19, right? Okay, it's 3 plus, okay, this is 23, which is also wrong. 4 plus 15 is equal to 19. We got the answer. Then let's do the rest as well, right? Like this. Okay, so this is 17, and then this is 16. Okay, so everything is wrong except for 5 plus 5, 4, 4 plus 15. Okay, right. So this is correcto. Okay, so now with this, we need to get uh, what is this? Difference. Difference is equal to 15 minus 4 equal to 11. So that's the answer. The answer is 11. Okay, there you go. All right, let's move to the next question. Question 22. Three different types of masses A, B, C are balanced as shown in the two balances below. How many mass A are needed to balance two mass C? So 3A is equal to 2B, 3B is equal to 1C, right? So how many A's is equal to 2C, right? So that means with this, I'm just gonna draw this, right? So 1C is equal to 3B, 2C is equal to 3, the 2 times 3B is equal to 6B, right? So 2B is equal to 6B. No, sorry, 2B is equal to 3A. That means 6B is equal to yeah, 2 times 3, so it's basically 6 divided by 2 times 3 equal to 9A. Okay, the answer is 9A, right? Or 9, sorry. How many mass of 9? 9. Okay, 9A. All right, let's move to the next question. Question 23. The diagram below shows overlapping squares. Find A. So we want to find this A over here. So we know that this is 55 degrees. We just need to know these two different angles, right? So and also we know that this is a right angle, and also let me make this small. This is a right angle, right? And we also know, okay, I'm gonna put this in one color, green, and the other color, make it red as well, like this. And this is red. Okay, so I'm gonna put here as angle X for the red one, medium, and then I'm gonna put this as angle Y. Okay, so I'm gonna make it a little bit obvious as well. So angle Y is equal to 90 minus 55, which is equal to 35 degrees, correct? And then angle X is also the same, is 35. So angle A is equal to 360 minus, actually no need, right? The Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna go to 35 minus 35 minus 55. Okay, and since we know 360 minus 35 minus 90, that means it's 270 minus 35, which is 235. Okay, basically. There you go. That's the answer. 235 degrees. So the answer is 235. Okay, let's move on to question number 24. PQST is a parallelogram. Okay, so I'm going to draw this parallel like this and this. All right. Okay, so PTS is 75, TPS is 35, and we have a right angle triangle over here. Right, I'm going to put a square here as well. This square like this. Okay, so find SPR, right? Singapore Police, I don't know. Okay, so for this since we know this is a parallelogram, um we need to get, I would say, the other angle like this, right? Which is basically, and then after that, we will want to get this angle as well to get this other angle. Okay, so um, angle QST or TSQ is equal to 180 minus 75, and this will then become 105 degrees. Okay, so angle um, TPQ, right? TSQ and TPQ is equal to also 105, 105 degrees. Okay, right? Uh, opposite Z angles are the same in parallelogram. Okay, so now we know that this is 105 degrees like this. We also know that the whole thing is 105. Okay, next, PQR. So angle, what is here? PTS and PQS. Angle PTS is equal to angle PQS, which is also 75 degrees. Yeah, same thing. Opposite angles are the same in parallelogram as well. So this is 75. Oops, this is 75 degrees as well. Okay, so I'm gonna put it here. 75 degrees. 75. Put this in red. Okay, so now we can get QPR. So angle QPR is equal to 180 minus 90 minus 75. 90 minus 75, which is basically 90 minus 75, which is 15 degrees, right? So this little thing is 15. I'm going to put here 15 and color it as, color this as blue, this. Okay, so now we can get this. So we know that this whole thing over here, right, or this whole thing over here is this. Okay, 105 degrees. So now we can just get SPR. So angle SPR is equal to 105 minus 35 minus 15, which is 105 minus 50, which is 55 degrees. So the answer is 55 degrees. Okay, there you go. Oops. Okay. 55 degrees. All right. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Question 25. After Ali spent 3/5 of his money and Bala spent 4/7 of his money, each of them had $72. How much more money did Ali have than at Bala at first? Okay, so this is the equal fraction concept. So basically, Ali spent 3/5. So that means Ali left is equal to 1 minus 3/5, which is equal to what's this called? 2 out of 5. Actually, no need equal fraction concept because we can use the fractions to, because we know the number, right? In this case over here, 2/5 of his money. Okay, so how much more did I leave? Okay, so that means 2/5 of Ali is equal to $72. So 1/5 of Ali, let me just do this, is equal to $72 divided by 2, which is $36. So 5 out of 5 of Ali is equal to $36 times 5, which is $180. Okay, so now to view Ali did it. Then next one of Bala spent 4 out of 7. Okay, and then Bala left 1 minus 4 out of 7, which is 3 out of 7. So same thing as this. I'm gonna just copy this part, right? Okay, so Bala has 3 out of 7. 3 out of 7. This is 1 out of 7. Then Ali become Bala and Bala. Right, like this. Okay, so 3 out of 7 is 72. 1 out of 7 is 24. Okay, yeah. So 72 divided by 3 is $24. So let me just double confirm with this. Okay, so 72 divided by 3. So I can just put the thing 72 minus 6, which is 2 times 3. And then 72 is becomes 12, right? 12 minus 12. This will be 24, correct. Okay, so in this case, $24. And then 7 out of 7 of Bala is equal to 7 times 24. Okay, so this would then become, I'm just going to multiply. Okay, so 24 times 7. Okay, so that means 4 times 7 will be 8, 28. Put 2 here. 2 times 7 is 14 plus 2 is 16. So 168. Okay, so $168. Oops, where's my line? Okay, $168. Dollars 168. 4 times 7 is 28. 2 times 7 is 14. Yep, $168. Okay, so now how much more money did Ali have? So um Ali had, okay, so difference, okay, is basically equal to 180 minus 168 is equal to $12. The answer is $12. Okay, that's it. Let's move to the next question. Question number 26. The figure below shows a semicircle with the center O. Triangles ABO and triangles OCD are drawn inside the semicircle. ABC. Wait. A, B, C, D are points in the semicircle. Okay. OAB is 26 degrees and OCD is 72 degrees. So what is BOC? So one thing to take note is that for any radius, right? So from O to B, so any line that is from center to the points to any line that's from center to any points in the circle are the same. So yeah, are the same. Okay. So that means this over here is equal to this. Right. So that means angle wait. So AOB is an isosceles triangle. Okay, so that means angle AOB is equal to 180 minus 26 minus 26, right? And that's equal to 180 minus 52 is equal to 128. Yes, 128 degrees, correct. Right, degrees. Okay, ooh, degrees. Right, so AOB is an isosceles triangle, so that means this is 128 degrees. Okay, degrees, like this. All right, so same goes with COB, right? So let me just grab this and delete the rest. All right, all right. Okay, so any line that's from the center is the same. Okay, so same thing with this is COD, Call of Duty. So yeah, so COD is this. So COD is 180 minus 76. Sorry, 72 minus 72. So 180 minus 144, right? Okay, 72 times 2 is 144. Yes, and this will give you not 40 but 36 degrees, right? So over here is 36 degrees. Okay, so now we can get BOC. So angle, angle BOC, is that what we want? Yes, BOC. Yes, we is equal to 180 minus 128 minus 36 is equal to 180 minus 126, 125, 164. 164, 20, 116 degrees. So the answer is 16 degrees. There you go. That's the answer. Dun dun. So this is okay. Let's move to the next question. Question 27. So it says here the cuboid has a square base. The volume of the cuboid is 576 centimeter cube. Find the side of the wait. Oh, cuboid. Oh, okay. Right. So we know volume is equal to length times breadth times height. Okay. So let this. So this. Where's my arrow? Okay. Where's my arrow? This is the same. Okay. So that means with square base is just uh 576. Let's let side of square base be x. Okay, 576 equal to x times, oh no, I'll be y. Just be y. Y. Oops. So y, okay, so y times y times height is 9. Okay, so in essence, y square is equal to 5. Y square is, yeah, 576 divided by 9. So I need to do this division. 576 divided by 9. Okay, and let's divide. So 57 we can divide by 54. I mean minus 54, not divide by 54. This is 6, right? So then we are left with 36, right? Minus 36 minus 36. So this will be 36 is 4, right? Yes. Right, so 36 times 4 is, yep. So the answer to this is 64. So if you remember your y, right, square roots, okay, 64. This not 65, 64. This is 8. So 8, y is 8. Yay, 8. There you go. That's the answer. Y. Okay, and then last, no, not last, question 28. Alex can paint a room in 3 days. Bernard can paint the same room in 5 days. If they work together, how many days do they need to paint the room? Express your answer in a mixed number in the simplest form. Okay, so to solve this, we know that in 3 days, right, for Alex, yeah, Alex can finish one room. So one day, that means Alex can finish paints one room. So Alex paints 1/3 of the room. So Bernard, gonna copy this. His third tree is 5. So Bernard paints one room. So in one day, Bernard paints 1/5 of the room. Okay, so that means one day rate for both Alex plus Bernard is equal to 1 over 3 plus 1 over 5, which is basically 5 over 15 plus 3 over 15, which is equal to 8 out of 15. So then days to complete to paint one room is equal to 1 day, right? And then you divide by 1 day rate. Sorry, one room. One room. Right, divided by 1 day rate, which is equal to 1 divided by 8 out of 15. Okay, and it's basically when you divide your times, and that's 15 out of 8. Okay, so can do the calculation. 8, so 15 divided by 8, right? What will it be? So it's pretty straightforward. Just minus 8, and then you have the remainder 7, right? So remainder 7. Okay, there we go, and then we have 1 only. So that means this will give us 1, right? 7 out of 8. And that's about it. There we go. That's the answer. So it's 1, simplest form, 7 out of 8. Mixed number, right? Correct. It is a mixed number. So 1, 7 out of 8. If we combine powers, we can complete it in that amount. Very close to 2 days, but not exactly. All right, that's it. Let's move on to question 29. Andrew was supposed to divide a number by 8. However, he made a mistake. Don't worry, all are humans. And divided the number by 6 instead. So, as a result, the answer he obtained was 4, more than the correct answer. What number was Andrew supposed to divide? So we can say, we're going to use algebra. Let y be number. So in this case, correct is supposed to be y divided by 8, or it's the same as y divided by 8. Okay, y out of 8. The wrong one he did was he divided by 6, which is basically y divided by 6. Okay, so at the end, he basically said the difference, he got more, right? So it's y over 6 is equal to y over 8 minus plus 4, sorry, plus 4. So that means let's get lowest common multiple of 8 and 6, which is equal to 24, right? So 8, yeah. And then we multiply everything by 24. Ooh, everything by 24. So 24 times y over 6 equal to 24 times y over 8 plus 24 times 4. Okay, so in this case, 6 divided by 4 is 4y equal to 3y plus 24 times 4 is 96. So then 4y minus 3y is equal to 96. Y equal to 96. Okay, there you go. That's the answer. The answer is 96. So y is supposed to be 96. There you go. All right, so let's move to the next question. And last question. All right, question 30. The figure below shows a square and a rectangle. Both shapes have the same parameter. What is the value of x? Ooh, so a square parameter is equal to 4 times 6 is equal to 24 centimeter. And then rectangle parameter is equal to 2 times, why they use x? Okay, but uh, x plus bracket x plus 8, right? And then plus x plus 8. Okay, that means is basically 4x plus 16. So since the same square parameter is the same as rectangle parameter, right? So that means 24 equal to 4x plus 16, right? So 4x is equal to 24 minus 16, which is 8. So 1x equal to 8 divided by 4, which is equal to 2 centimeters. Or 2 lah, right? Just 2. There we go. That's the answer. All right, that's it for this paper. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want more of this kind of video, subscribe down below and comment down what are the things you want me to show you next. See you in the next one. Bye bye.